Hey everyone, Amanda the Wax Nerd here. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to be sharing today what I think of July 2024 Bring Back My Bar scents from Scentsy. I've warmed through all of them and I have some thoughts. I have some I love, some I really did not like, and some right in the middle where I'm trying to decide if I need to add those to my club as well. I'll have to end up making some tough decisions at some point, but for now, I just want to share with you guys my thoughts after warming them all, and I hope it'll be helpful for you because they are going to be available on July 1st, and everyone will get a chance to purchase all or some of the bars to try them out, see what you want to buy, stock up on, club, and we've got some good ones to choose from. So if you're interested in seeing what I think about these, and I'd love to hear from you guys what you think you might be interested in, stay tuned. We'll go through it together. So I'm going to have basically 4 categories here. The absolutely not bars, the ones I liked, but I'm probably good with the one bar I have now. The ones I'm considering clubbing because I like them, but I'm just not sure how much I like them. And then the ones that are absolutely yes, going in my club. And my club's in trouble because there's actually several bars in that collection there. Okay, so first up, the absolutely not bars. Blackberry meringue. I did not like this. I was thinking this would be one I'd like initially, that I'd like it quite a bit. I was really looking forward to this scent, but yeah, it just, something about it really does not work for me. I don't know what the scent is specifically, but I'm gonna sniff this again, try to see if I can place it. It's just, yeah, I don't like it. I am trying to figure out what it reminds me of, and I just cannot place it. There is something I've smelled or something I've warmed in the past, and it reminds me so much of it. And I have been racking my brain trying to figure it out since I smelled this bar on cold and on warm, and I just cannot figure it out. But yeah, it smells on cold like it does on warm. I don't like it. Yeah, I just don't. Sorry. I wish I could say better things. I wish I could say more to describe why I don't, but there's just something about this scent that is just not for me. So blackberry meringue is an absolutely not for me. Oh, I do want to point out though that I have these nice little labels on all of my Bring Back My bars. These are super handy, first of all, because Scentsy does not print the scent notes, and unless you have a photographic memory, it's really hard to remember all the scents all the time for everything. So I actually won a contest. I was super lucky, and I won, what was it? I think $30 Canadian to Michelle's shop. She has a YouTube channel here, Mini Moments with Michelle, and she has an Etsy shop where she does stickers and labels and stuff like that for planning, calendars, and Scentsy labels. So I won that contest and I went into her Etsy shop and I picked up some of these because I knew I was going to have the Bring Back My bars coming in soon, and I wanted to have these handy for it. So thank you so much, Michelle. I feel so lucky that I won, and I'm definitely putting these labels to good use, and here they are. So if you'd like to check out Michelle's channel, I'll put her page in the description, and I'll put a link to her Etsy shop as well. So if you're interested in checking out what she has, you can find it there, and yeah, hopefully you can find it just as helpful as I did. So moving on now to the next scent. My next absolutely not. Sandalwood and cranberries. This one I thought sounded like kind of an odd combo from the get-go, and it was. When I smelled it on cold, it smelled kind of, it didn't smell bad. It smelled like cranberries or mulberries or a mix of the two. I didn't really pick up much on sandalwood or the spice, and it's the same when I warmed it. I just didn't like it very much. I don't know if it's just that it's not the right season for it, and my head just can't quite get around that to appreciate the scent, but there's something about that berry note that I just didn't really like. I warmed it in my bathroom and it was strong. It was a good performer, I'll give it that. But I took it out after like a day because it was still going and I just didn't care for it. I will try it again in the fall and see if that's changed, but I don't think it will. I don't think it's a season thing. I think I just don't like this scent. Something about that cranberry note. Am I the only one? I'd love to hear from you guys on all of these bars, especially the ones that I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I don't like about it. If you loved it for some reason, tell me the reason. If you hated it, tell me the reason. I just want to pinpoint what it is. But yeah, this one just wasn't for me. Sorry. I wish it did, but it just didn't do it for me. Sandalwood and cranberries. Lastly, for the absolutely not bars, this was the one I actually really did not like. On cold, it was very promising. It smelled nice. It smelled beachy and floral and really nice. But when I warmed it, it didn't smell good. Out of consideration for everybody else, I'm not going to share what it smelled like to me. In a live chat that was happening with First Sniffs on Bring Back My Bar a little while back, I did comment in that chat what it smelled like to me. And as soon as I typed it, I felt bad because I'm like, oh no, some people like this bar. And it's kind of one of those things that if someone says it and puts it in your head, even if you didn't smell something before, you might pick up on it. So I felt bad for saying it, and I hope I didn't ruin it for anybody, but out of, just kind of consideration for that, I'm gonna keep my specific thoughts to myself because I don't want to ruin it for anybody that might not want to hear it. If you do, post a comment and I will reply to you and tell you what it smells like to me, and we can chat about it there. But then there's at least kind of a bubble around that conversation. So if you don't want to read it, don't open the comment and don't see what I wrote. You won't ever know what I think it smells like. But I'll just say here, I didn't like it. All the scent notes sound nice. Again, I liked it on cold, but when it warmed, there was just something about the scent that was just not good for me. I ended up having to take it out after a couple hours. I just couldn't stomach it, and I just didn't like it. I know a lot of people do. I might be in the minority here, but everyone's nose is different. Everyone's home is different. I did not care for this one. So that's Sea, Sun, and Fun. And I just realized I totally spaced out on sharing the scent notes on these. So Sea, Sun, and Fun, Saltwater, Orange Twist, Lily Petals, and Sunny Amber. The scent notes on this one, sandalwood and cranberries, exotic sandalwood with cranberries and spice. And blackberry meringue, it is blackberry, sugared fig, black plum, and a pinch of spice. Now for the ones that I thought were fine. They were nice, but I don't think I necessarily need to buy more or club them for one reason or another. So, Apple Crush. This is green apple and apple blossom. This one I liked it on cold, and on warm it was fine. It smelled nice. There wasn't anything wrong with the scent. It just wasn't a very good performer for me. It was very light. I did 2 cubes in my son's room, and things usually boom in that room. Not this one. I could barely smell it. So yeah, unfortunately it'll be a no for me for that reason. It's just not very strong, and I'm not the biggest apple person anyway. But I will say that the apple note in here, that green apple, does kind of remind me of the apple note in Jack's Obsession. And I do really like Jack's Obsession. That one's in my club. So I guess maybe that's the difference for me. I like that green apple with the spicy notes in there for Halloween and Halloween and fall time. But for me, this one wasn't as strong and not as unique or, just as appealing to me, unfortunately. So actually, maybe fortunately, because these bars can add up quick and your club can get out of control really quickly. So maybe it's good I didn't love everything. So Apple Crush, it was fine. Just not one I necessarily need to get more of. Juicy Peach. This one surprised me. I did not care for this on cold. It is freshly picked sweet and juicy peach. That is what Scentsy says. It did not smell sweet and juicy to me. It did smell freshly picked, but it was more kind of like an not quite ripe peach. I didn't love it on cold, especially the bottom. The bottom had a real funky note, but once I warmed it, I was actually surprised. It was pretty good. I warmed a cube of it in my bathroom in a 15-watt mini warmer. I was, I kind of put it off to the end because I was just like, ugh, I got to get through it. I got to warm it. And it actually wasn't bad. I'm not the biggest peach fan. And so, I don't know. I think it ended up being a lot better on warm than it was on cold. That said, this is good for me. Um, it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's definitely not the best peach I've ever smelled. I really like the peach that Veronica at Melting Memories has. It's a really sweet, juicy peach, like what this one was supposed to be. And since I don't really love since I don't really love peach scents anyway, I definitely don't need to club this one or get more. If I do get a craving for a peach scent, I know where I can get one I really love. I can get a really good one from Veronica, and that's where I'll get my peach scents if I want them. So this one's nice enough that I'll finish it up, but I don't need to get more of it. But if you like peaches and you were kind of turned off by this bar on cold, just know that at least for me, it did smell better warmed than it did on cold. And that is Juicy Peach. Next up is Lemon Lavender. This is tangy lemon and sweet lavender flowers. This one was nice. It was definitely strong on the lemon. I really didn't pick up much lavender. The lemon was the star of the show, and the lemon note kind of reminded me of the lemon that comes through in Just Breathe. So I actually thought this was a really nice scent. I warmed it in my bathroom, again in that 15-watt mini warmer, and it did great. It was a boomer, it was strong, it lasted a good at least day and a half, maybe 2 days before I took it out. So it was a good one. It was really nice. It just, for me, I don't know that it's something I necessarily need to club. If I really wanted like a lemon scent, I would probably just put in Just Breathe, because I really love Just Breathe, and this one reminded me of it, just all lemon without those other notes that you get with Just Breathe. So very nice. I will happily warm the rest, but I don't think I need more of this. If there was more lavender, maybe, but since it's just pretty much lemon, I'll just go with something else when I need a lemon scent. So lemon lavender, definitely strong though. Next is lemon verbena. This is lemon zest, bright lime, and verbena leaf. This was another one. It was very nice. It was very strong. It was a good performer. It lasted a good, I think, again, day to 2 days in my bathroom, and very nice, strong scent. It's just not something that is in my, kind of preferred scent profiles. So it's not one I don't think I would reach for very often. That said, it's a beautiful scent. I think for me, I'm going to enjoy warming the rest of it in my bathroom or my kitchen when I just want something bright and citrus and clean. But it's just not one I'm going to reach for enough to justify putting it in my club. I've got other scents that I would definitely reach for first, and then if I am in the mood for this type of scent, same. So I'll warm the rest of it, but not going to be a clubber for me. Very nice though if you like these type of scents, and it does perform really well. Lemon verbena. Last of my nice category was wild watermelon, green apple, and sugared pineapple. I got just watermelon from this. I never picked up on green apple or sugared pineapple. It was a really nice fruity watermelon scent, fun, bright, fruity, great for summertime. And it was pretty strong. It did throw well, but it didn't last very long. I put it in my son's room, and by the end of the night, like, I don't know, 8 hours later, I think, I couldn't really smell it very much anymore. So It was a nice scent while it lasted. It threw well, but just not very long lasting. And while it was a really nice watermelon scent, watermelon's not really a go-to scent for me. And if I want a watermelon scent, I have other ones I would prefer, like watermelon tangerine, which is in the catalog. I think if I really wanted a watermelon scent, that would be the one I would reach for before this. So I'll stick with the one watermelon scent for now that I know I really like. And this one was nice. I'll warm the rest, but I'm good there. Wild watermelon. So next up are my bars that I liked, and I'm trying to decide if I need more of them. If I do, I will put them in my club. And they may not stay there forever, but at least I'll get a few more. And if I do end up loving them, they'll be safe there. So these are the ones I'm trying to decide on how strongly I feel about them. First up, Buzzworthy. I was scared of this bar. I didn't think I was going to like it because of the honey. But on cold, it actually wasn't so bad. And when I warmed it, there's something about it I like. It's got scent notes of sugared almonds, creamy vanilla, and honey drizzle. And I do pick up on the almonds. They're a nice kind of nutty almond. I don't get any cherry type scent at all that comes with almonds sometimes. And vanilla, honey drizzle. You can definitely pick up on the honey. It's there, but it's not, I don't know, it didn't ruin it for me, I guess I should say. It was, I'm split on this one, honestly. I liked it enough that I kept it in for a good day or two, and I kept coming back to sniff it going, do I like this or don't I? Usually if there's a bar, I really don't like it. I have a pretty immediate reaction to it, like the ones that were in my absolutely not category in the beginning of the video. This one I kept coming back to going, I think I like this. Like, I will definitely warm the rest of the bar. And the reason I'm considering, do I want it in my club or not? Because this might just be like a one and done and I like it, but it's interesting and unique enough for me that I think if there's going to be one honey scent in my collection that I want to warm every now and again, it might be this one. Because the honey is not over the top. And it just adds a little something without being too much. So, unexpectedly, here I am pondering on if I want Buzzworthy in my club. So, I'll warm it again and decide what I want to do. But yeah, this was a lot better than I expected. Buzzworthy. Next is Happy Go Lucky. This is orchid, red berries, Japanese plum, and amber vanilla. I think this is a really pretty bedroom scent. It was kind of sweet and powdery. I'm going to sniff it again. Yeah, it's sweet and powdery and floral without being, too heavy or thick or cloying or, anything like that. Because I don't love super heavy, straight up floral scents. But this one's a really nice blend of everything. I warmed it in my bedroom for a day to 2 days before it just petered out and you couldn't smell it anymore until you had your nose right over the warmer. It was really pretty. It was really nice. That's why I'm trying to decide if there's anything else that I have that smells quite like it, and I don't think there is. So, yeah, I don't know how often I would reach for it, but it is very pretty, and I don't have anything else like it. And I do like the combo of the berries and the floral and that amber making... Yeah, it's really pretty. I think it's a great bedroom scent, and it performed fairly well. I would say like a medium strength, but it just kind of was there and chugged along, and it was nice. So Happy Go Lucky is definitely a contender for me. Next is Highway Run. This one is eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass. I really liked this one on cold. I warmed it in the bathroom and I need to warm it again because it did smell really nice, but I warmed it in the bathroom, which is also our laundry room and the main like area where we take showers and things. So sometimes scents in there get a little buried with everything going on. So I could smell it and it smelled nice, but it wasn't strong enough because of all the scent competition that I think I need to warm it again. And I'm going to warm it in the bedroom to see how I feel about it, to see if I like it as much as I think I might, and if it performs well. It's just that bathroom's not the best fit. Unless it's a super duper strong scent, it just really can't compete with everything that happens in that bathroom with laundry and showers and all that. But it is a very nice kind of earthy scent to me. Borders on masculine. Yeah, earthy and a little bit masculine, kind of sweet. It's really nice. It smells not cologne-y. It smells maybe like a men's soap. I like it. If my husband was wearing this, I would enjoy it. I think it is nice and wax. It's just, I don't know if I'd warm it, if I'm going to like it in the bedroom. And yeah, so I'll try it again in our other bathroom and in the bedroom and see how it does. So Highway Run is a contender for me. Next is Red Delicious, crisp, juicy apples from the orchard. I was surprised that this one ended up here. I thought it was just going to be kind of boring, like, okay, apples, great. Apples are fine. They're not a go-to scent for me unless it's fall. And this one smells a lot to me like Johnny Appleseed. But this one is just straight up apples, whereas Johnny Appleseed has something else with it. I cannot recall at the moment, but I put this in the bathroom and I thought it was really pleasant. It was a nice, strong apple scent, and it lasted at least a day or so, which is pretty typical from my experience with apple scents. It's just a nice apple. You get the apple peel, you get the apple. It's sweet and juicy. And there's something about it that just like feels like there's a hint of something else that maybe isn't listed on the notes. And it really makes me want to add caramel to it. Like I want to mix this with dulce de leche and see how that is. Because I feel like this could be a really good mixer scent. That's why I like this one. I think it would be good on its own. It is good on its own. But I think it would do really well with mixing in the fall with caramel, with maybe a leaves scent, something else just to make it a really good, fall scent. So this one's definitely a contender for me. Next is Reggae Sunset. Mandarin, orange blossom, and lime with a spicy finish. The main note I got on this is the mandarin. It really just smells to me like a sweet orange. I don't really pick up much floral or lime or a spicy finish, not on warm and not on cold. I'm going to sniff it again and see if, who knows, maybe it'll smell different to me now. No, it smells about the same. I did 1 cube in my bathroom and it was lovely. It was a sweet orange scent. It was fun and bright and smelled clean without smelling like a cleaner. And yeah, I really like it for those reasons. So I'm considering keeping this one. I'm gonna warm it in the kitchen next time and see how it does. I guess the reason I'm on the fence is, one, I'm considering it because I like sweet orange and I don't have any sweet orange scents in my club currently. The reason I'm on the fence is there's a sweet orange scent from Walmart in the mainstays line that's like $1. That might be similar. So if I can spend $1 versus $6 for something that smells like sweet orange, I might end up just sticking with the Walmart one. Although who knows if that'll be around forever, whereas if I put this in my club, it will be. So I'm going to have to compare the two and see It is a contender for club though. It's just a really beautiful sweet orange scent and I like that. So Reggae Sunset. Next up is Shaka. Sandalwood, bergamot, and lime. This is a nice masculine scent without being too cologne-y or over the top. I'm going to sniff it again and remind myself. Yeah, it's nice. It is like a body wash, like a men's body wash. It's like how you want your man to smell after he gets out of the shower. And it does in fact smell like something my husband has used. He, uses different body washes and deodorants, and I can never keep track of what they are, but this smells like something he's used before. So I think it's nice. It's a sexy scent. It's not too over the top at all or cologne-y. I did do 2 cubes in our main bathroom, and it, again, not the best area to test new scents because the laundry and everything, but it did smell nice, and I want to say I could smell it kind of wafting gently through the door into the hallway for a good day or two. So we'll warm this again in our bedroom or in our bathroom and see how it does. So that is Shaka. Last for my contender list is Surfer Chick. It is bubbly lemon tonic, guava, sweet cherries, and blackberries. I warmed it in my son's room. I did 2 cubes, and it was just a fun, airy, fruity, bubbly scent. It smells like summer in, a very nice way. So I'm considering this one. I'm trying to open it. Yeah, it wasn't the best performer. It wasn't super strong, but it did smell really nice. So I'm thinking this would be a really good, nice summer scent. So I'll warm it again and try to decide, but it's definitely a contender. It's not quite like anything else I can think of. I'm just not sure again how often I'd reach for it. It would definitely only be a summer scent for me, but it is nice. That is Surfer Chick. We'll see if it's going to end up in my club. So now we've made it to the absolutely going into my club straight away, July 1st, as soon as they're available, scents. There are 10. Of course, close to half the collection I'm definitely or maybe clubbing because, of course, my club's not out of control enough. I need more. But I did find some scents I really liked, ones that I think are just ones I would reach for a lot. They smell great. I don't have anything quite like it, and I want them in my life. So they're going to go in my club. And starting with Berry's Jubilee. This was a total shocker to me. I did not think I was going to like this. It is summer berries, whipped cream, and vanilla. On cold, I wasn't super impressed. I thought it just smelled kind of waxy and dull. I just didn't think it would really do much for me, especially since there's all these berry scents right now from Scentsy to compare it to. I've now warmed all 3 that I was comparing, and I was surprised that I liked this one as much as I did. I warmed a couple first I did a cube in my bathroom, and I kept coming in the bathroom and it smelled really good. So I decided to warm a couple cubes in my bedroom and see how it did. And it just was really nice. It lasted, I think, a good 2 or 3 days at a medium level. It wasn't a hit you in your face scent. It wasn't too light. It was just kind of like gently present background scent that when you opened the door and you walked in, you get a waft of it as you walked by, and you kept kind of smelling it gently as you're in the room. I really liked that. I would say with this scent, the berries aren't really super strong. For me, it was more, I think, the whipped cream and vanilla and how they mixed with them. That it was a really just nice mix. It does kind of have an old-fashioned well, not old-fashioned. It does kind of have, I don't know, sort of a 90s vibe to it, I guess, in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the best I can think to describe it. It just doesn't smell like a modern scent, but I really like it. So, might be an unpopular opinion. I know, again, I wasn't impressed on cold, but on warm, it came alive for me in a different way and performed pretty well. And yeah, I like it. So, am I the only one? Does anyone else like this? I didn't like it on cold, but on warm I do. Anyone else? Tell me. I'm not the only one. I know Lisa Roberry really likes it, but I've not really heard anyone else talking about it um, just yet. I've got some other videos to watch. I wanted to do my warm reviews before I watched anyone else's warm reviews. So I'm really curious to see what other people think on cold and on warm from this one, because it is super unexpected for me. But yeah, I like it. It may not stay in my club forever, but I at least want to keep it in my club for now, and if nothing else, get a few bars, because I think this is one I will enjoy from time to time. It did well. I mean, yeah, I like it. And it is very different from the other berry scents that we have right now, kind of top of mind, like Jam and Jubilee and Berry Sweet. Jam and Jubilee is the scent of the month for June, and Berry Sweet's in our catalog. All very different. This one I like a lot. So, Berry's Jubilee, going to my club. Next is Berry Bubble Blue. It's blue raspberry, green apple, and spun sugar. This one on cold, I was just like, okay, this is fine. It's nice. It's sweet, and I think it'll be a fun scent to warm. I figured this would be a one and done scent for me, but I ended up loving this. I warmed it in my son's room, and it smells like cotton candy in the best way. It is sweet and fun, and I really like it. I'm going to open it and sniff it. I ended up warming it a couple times, actually. Oh, yeah, it's sweet and fun, and it performed well. It lasted, I don't know, I think a day and a half, and it threw really nicely through my house. So this is definitely going to my club, Berry Bubble Blue. Next up is Breakfast Blend. I was pretty sure I was going to like this one, and I loved it on cold, and I loved it warm. Breakfast Blend is rich, just brewed coffee. On cold, I thought it maybe had a tinge of like coming off as burnt coffee, and I do still, I guess, maybe feel like it is kind of on the border of it, but I like it. It's a good coffee scent. I liked it on its own, and I have mixed it with dulce de leche and vanilla bean buttercream on separate occasions, and it works great. It's a really great scent on its own. If you just want coffee, if you want to mix it with something else sweet, it does really nicely to smell like a flavored coffee. It's fun. It's good. I like it. I've warmed it a few times. Like I said, I have warmed 4 cubes now, and I already want to warm it again. I might warm this tomorrow morning. So this is going to be my go-to coffee scent. I have some vendor coffee, but I don't have any coffee scents in my club. And I like that it's just straightforward, and I can add whatever I want to it if I want to. So Breakfast Blend is a good one for me. It performs well. It throws. It lasts a long time. And yeah, I love it. Breakfast Blend's great. If you like coffee scents, I think you should give it a shot. Next is Coconut Citrus Parfait. It's coconut milk, vanilla bean, and a hint of citrus. This one also surprised me. On cold, I kind of thought it smelled a little waxy and a little light, but when I warmed it, like the day I chose to warm it, it just, I don't know what it is. You know how sometimes things can change. I saved this towards the end because I wasn't super excited about it. But once I got to the, I had a handful of bars left, and I was sniffing through deciding which one I wanted to warm. And on that day, for some reason, I was like, this is actually smelling pretty good. So I warmed it in my kitchen. I did 2 cubes, and I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a sniff. Yeah, it still smells on cold kind of waxy and not super strong. But on warm, it performed pretty well. It filled my bed or filled my kitchen area and smelled really nice. You get like that kind of gentle coconut from the coconut milk. The vanilla is not a strong vanilla scent. It's just, I think, gives it some sweetness, and the hint of citrus is there. Just a hint though. It's not I wouldn't call this a citrus scent in any way. It is very gentle. But I like coconut, and I like how all those scent notes gently combine. And it just was really nice. I don't know if this will stay forever, but it did surprise me. So for that reason, I definitely want to add it to my club and keep trying. I'm going to warm it again. And I think this would be a really nice one to have around for summertime. I do have a lot of other coconut scents that I like, but I don't have anything quite like this. Like Kukui and coconut is very different from this. Same with Mountain Sunset, coconuts for coconuts. That's all I can think of at the moment. But they're all very different type of coconut scents. And I love coconut, so I'm glad to have a different profile of coconut scent to add to the roster. This one ended up being really nice for me. Coconut Citrus Parfait. Next is one I was pretty sure would end up in my club, and sure enough, it's going straight there. Coconut Daiquiri. Coconut milk, banana, and vanilla cream. So some very similar scent notes, but this one does smell different. This one I had tried before in the body care line. I had a soap and I have a lotion, and I love the way it smelled, so I was thrilled that it was coming to bars so I could smell it in wax. It wasn't the strongest scent, but it was very nice, and I'm hoping that over time it will get stronger. Even if it doesn't end up being super strong or super long lasting, I really like the way it smells, so I will definitely at least keep it around for a while, if not forever, in my club. So this one to me is like a banana coconut daiquiri. It smells like a sweet drink to me. Maybe kind of like suntan lotion, but to me it's like sweet enough to be edible and or drinkable in this case. So that's why I say for me it's more like a drink than a suntan lotion. Oh, it's really good. It does remind me a bit of bananas, which was in the last Bring Back My Bar. I love that one too, and that one's in my club. So I am going to compare the two and see how similar and different they are to see if I need both of them, if they're different enough that I need both, or if they're similar enough that I can pick my favorite and kick the other one out. So we'll see, but I really love this one. Coconut Daiquiri is a good one. Next up is Dark Harbor. This one seems to be kind of the darling of the whole bunch for a lot of people. It seems to be one that everyone likes, and I love it too. I loved it on cold, and I love it on warm. It is kaffir, lime, blue-green mint, watery ocean, lavender, and amber. So it just smells really good. It isn't really aquatic to my nose. It's just like a mysterious, kind of sexy, bordering on masculine scent with a little kind of hint of aquatic. I think it's that like kind of mint mixing with the lime and the lavender and amber that keeps that watery kind of ocean thing from being too much. Because sometimes for me, I'm iffy about kind of watery scents. But yeah, this is a good one. This is one I warmed in the bedroom. I warmed 4 cubes. I warmed it in the bathroom, and then I warmed it in the bedroom because I liked it enough to warm it in the bedroom. Yeah, sexy, romantic, lovely. I'm definitely keeping this in my club. It is very, very good. I want to warm it again. During that live I had mentioned before, there was a consensus that it should be warmed with lime and sugarcane to see how they mix. And I am going to do that mix very soon because I think that sounds fantastic. So Dark Harbor, good on its own, and I bet it would be good mixed with some other stuff that matches or melds well with their scent notes here. But yeah, this is a good one. Even if you don't really like aquatic scents, again, I don't feel like this is super aquatic, and I don't feel like it's super masculine. So if you're kind of scared of those type of scents, this might be one worth trying because, like I said, it's not too strong in any of those directions. It's a really beautiful blend of being on the border of them without being them. And these scents just, oh, it's so good together. So Dark Harbor, definitely a good one. Next up for my club items is Dulce de Leche. I loved this one. Golden custard of caramel, rich cream, and warm vanilla. I have warmed half the package, 4 cubes. It is so good. I'm going to sniff it. It is rich caramel. Like you just want to drizzle it on top of your ice cream sundae or into your coffee. Or dip an apple in it. Oh, it's delicious. I am sometimes iffy on caramel scents. A lot of times to me they smell like burnt caramel, and I don't like that. Like there was one in the last Bring Back My Bar that I didn't care for, but this one, fantastic. Rich, creamy, delicious caramel. I love it on its own, and it does mix really well with other things. Like I mentioned before, I mixed it with Breakfast Blend, and that was fantastic. I think this would go well with Red Delicious, and I'm sure something else. I'm just thinking of what's in front of me right now. Great mixers for that, I think. So Dulce de Leche, awesome addition for my club. Next is Farmer's Market. I love this one. I was pretty sure I would, and it's just beautiful. Carrot, cucumber, and hint of rose. Apple is not listed on the scent notes, but you can see it's pretty much the only thing on this cover is apples. So there definitely is apple in here. I don't know that I picked up necessarily on apple so much when I smelled it, but I did warm it twice, 2 cubes each time, I believe, in my kitchen. I would warm this in the bedroom, but I think it's really nice for a kitchen when you want something fresh and green and beautiful. Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, to me, I smell a freshly picked rose in a bouquet. This is not floral like a perfume. It's floral like a fresh rose. You smell the rose petals and the stem and the leaves, like the chlorophyll, and it's just beautiful. But I don't think that rose scent is so strong that if you don't like rose that it should scare you off. This very much is a kind of fresh vegetation, vegetable fruit, lightly fresh rose scent. I do get a hint of the carrot. I don't really get cucumber. Okay, I think I do get a little bit of apple, like apple skin. But for me, that rose, that kind of gentle rose is there, and it's so pretty. I love Farmer's Market. This one's definitely going to stay in my club. I think this will be a nice go-to for me in the spring and summer for the kitchen for many years to come. Love this Farmer's Market. It might sound weird, but if you like fresh green scents, give this one a try. It's lovely. Just 2 cents left. This is lime, sugarcane, and frozen mint. I absolutely love this scent. I loved it on cold and I love it on warm. I have actually only warmed 1 cube, but oh boy, it is strong. I warmed 1 cube in my son's room, and it smelled so good. It's lime, it's sugar, and you get a fresh green mint leaf. Like you have a fresh mojito in front of you, and they've just muddled up the mint leaf to release the mint into your drink. Oh, it smells just like that. The way it smells, the way it tastes, minus rum. Like there's no alcohol scent in any way. It just smells like a beautiful, fresh mojito drink, and I love it. So this one is going to go so good. I'm going to warm this in my kitchen. and I'm going to love it. I'm going to warm it, I think, tomorrow. So it does do well in the bedroom, but I'm going to warm it in the kitchen. And I am going to warm it with Dark Harbor because I do think that sounds like a really nice mix. So absolutely love this one. So good. Different from anything else that I have. I love it. Lime and sugar cane. And last but not least, maybe even saving the best for last, is Sea Salt Mist. This is beach grass, ocean mist, mandarin, and amber. I think it is hard to choose because there are a lot that there's 10 that I'm definitely clubbing and some I'm still considering. There were some really good ones here, and it would be sad if I couldn't keep them all, but if I could only choose one, I think I would have to say it's Sea Salt Mist. I think this is my absolute hands down favorite of the bunch, just because, I don't know, there's something really special about it. It's so beautiful. I did not expect to love it as much as I did, but it just smelled so good on cold that I warmed 2 cubes in my bedroom, and I loved it. It wasn't a hit you in your face scent, but it's a lingerer. It just went for like 3 days, I think, before I finally changed it, because it was present enough in the room that even though it wasn't, again, not strong, not going to hit you in the face, but it's just a pleasant, present scent. It's not background, it's not too light. It's just like there that you're just like, it's like a feeling of coziness that comes with it. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I said in my cold sniffs that it had something about it that reminded me of some of my other favorite scents, and I don't know why, but it reminds me of, maybe it's just the feeling it gives me. There's something similar about the scent too, something it evokes in me and the feeling it gives, but it reminds me in a way of Frozen Olaf warm hugs. Not that it's minty, not that it's like that scent in any way whatsoever, but there's something about it that just, as soon as I sniffed this, I was like, oh my gosh, something about this. So this is maybe my equivalent. Like, Olaf is a beautiful go-to scent I love for winter. This, I think, is my equivalent for spring and summer. It's just cozy and beautiful, and I love it. And I'm never taking this one out of my club. Sea Salt Mist is fantastic. So there we have it. That's what I think about the 25 scents from Bring Back My Bar July 2024. Here's my top 10. Definitely gonna enjoy having these in my club. I think all of these are absolutely wonderful. Honestly, aside from the 3 that I just really didn't like, that's a personal preference. I think there's some really good options here that, like I said, I found 10 I love. Found like 5 that I'm considering keeping in my club. Other ones that I can appreciate even if I don't love them myself or need to have more of them necessarily. And then even the 3 that I didn't really like at all, I know other people do. So just my personal preference, for some reason they didn't work for me, but these ones do, and I'm so excited to have them. Can't wait to add these to my club and warm some more of this stuff. This is going to be good in some cases year round, like with Breakfast Blend, and other ones they're going to be great for spring and summer. So I'd love to hear from you. What scents are calling to you? What do you want to try? If you have tried these before, either in the past or in the current, offerings, if like maybe you had early access as a consultant or a consultant, I want to hear what you think of these. Cold, warm, whatever. Haven't sniffed them, just read scent notes. What do you want to try? I'd love to hear what you guys think. I'm really excited about these 10 in particular, so tell me what you think in the comments and we can chat wax. And I hope you guys get a chance to check out whatever you want from the Bring Back My Bar collection, available July 1st on my website, amandathewaxnerd.scentsy.us. If you have a consultant, you can shop their site, of course, but if you don't, I'd be happy to help you out. Available July 1st, and I hope you can find some you love. There are 5 of these scents are going to be available in pods. I will put those up on the screen so you can see what they are. I believe it's Dark Harbor, Shaka, what else is it? Happy Go Lucky, lemon verbena, and I can't remember the last one. It's cool that we get 25 bars plus we get 5 pods. It's nice that we have them as an option now. So that's what I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and it helped give you an idea maybe of what you would like to order come July 1st when these bars are available. But thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.